What's going on, family? Shalom, shalom. Like I say, I just had to stop real quick. Got some quick little shopping I had to do real quick. Not too much, just a couple items. But I was thinking about, because we do get these comments sometimes of nowhere safe. And I'm starting to realize that the people that comment um, that kind of makes sense, right? I'm starting to feel like nowhere's safe. Would you agree? Would you agree in the comments? Let me know. Because I would say this is how I was thinking about it. Yes, nowhere's safe if you have not experienced safety. You get what I'm saying? So that's something that people have to realize. Everything, it starts up here in the mental. You get what I'm saying? I know people grew up certain ways, busy city life or something like that. On the next hand, another person might they grew up in a country where it's super quiet, right? So we know of people, we met lots of people that say, hey, I don't want to be by the city, I want the quiet life and things like that. But once they really hear that quietness, they're like, this is weird. It's not supposed to be like this. This feels awkward. This doesn't feel right. I need to have a little bit of noise, right? So that's kind of the mindset about everywhere is not going to be safe. You really got to have that mindset of safety. You have to experience that safety first. And a lot of people have not experienced safety. A lot of people have not experienced quietness. You get what I'm saying? And it's all mental. That's what we try to tell people. Everything is mental. You do not want to have that poor mindset when you are moving abroad, when you need to learn how to, make money, when you need to learn how to be an entrepreneur. You get what I'm saying? When you need to learn how to be a freelancer and things like that. So that's my spiel on everywhere is not safe. Yes, I agree to a point, because you haven't experienced safety. And for us, where we were living, yes, we stayed in the city. But once we realized, once we felt that quietness and that safetyness of allowing our children to go outside the gate and play and things like that, because back in Columbus, Ohio, we didn't want our children to play with the neighborhood children because they were going in people's backyards, shooting basketball like it's their house and things like that. So that's a quick example of a situation that we had to deal with when we stayed in our house in Columbus, Ohio. So I don't want our children to experience that. So it took time for us. I guess I can say for me, it took time for me to not go outside the gate with my children and play with them and see how the neighborhood children are playing and how nice they are, or mean. You never know. But that comes down to experience. That comes down to the mindset of, okay, I should not be stressing out about this. We are not in America. Things are different on this side of the world. So this is what I wanted to tell people. Like, if you believe nowhere is going to be safe, you have to fix your mental. Because once you experience safety, let me ask you guys this. Are you safe where you are right now? Comment below right now. Let me know. Like the video, leave a comment and say, hey, yes, I feel safe. And most of the comments you will see like, dang, a lot of people have not experienced that safety. And I'm telling you guys, it's a environment aspect of it where you don't, if you have not moved outside of America, because America, I'll say that side of the world in general, because when you think about certain countries, just say like Colombia or something like that, or Mexico, you get what I'm saying? You start to think about like cartels and things like that. It's a whole attitude that people carry. There's a whole like I guess I can just break it down of wickedness in a way that is over there, where a lot of people do not know how to handle it, or it might seem so normal to them, where they just, once they experience the safety, once they experience the quiet, it's weird to them. And it's not a bad thing. Just don't let it continue to feel weird. This is what I always say. It's not bad to be ignorant. It's bad to continue to be ignorant. So if you don't know something, Get an understanding, and all you're getting, get an understanding. That's very important, because if you don't, I'm telling you, you're just gonna be going in circles and circles and circles. So I'm saying this because don't be ignorant of the things that's happening right now in this world. There's a lot of things that's unfolding right now that's right in front of us. And if we can't grasp and have discernment and see like what is to come, I don't know what to tell you, because it's coming. It's not just going to stop and just go back to normal. You got to think about how C-19 came out, right? It came out, it was like it was a weekend, and it came 2 weeks, and then all of a sudden 2-3 years the whole world experienced this, right? So it's getting to a point where that was kind of a test run of seeing how many people was going to go with the flow, right? So the things that you have to understand is you don't always have to go with the flow of things. Of course, you always want to pray. You always want to ask the Most High for directions and guidance. You get what I'm saying? And mercy and grace in every decision that you make. But if you make that decision and he allows you to make that decision and continue to push forward with certain decisions, it seems like, hey, the Most High is allowing this for a reason. Just how he is allowing everything that's happening right now in the whole world. Everything right now in the whole world that's happening is happening for a reason. And it's only for his greater good. It's only for his greater good. Because it's not, yes, it's bad for some people, but most people is good. But you got to understand, hey, his goodness is everywhere. His goodness is going to continue to push and be abundant. But if you can't accept that abundance, if you haven't accepted that abundance or experienced that abundance, you're going to think that abundance is weird. You get what I'm saying? Like it's really a mental thing. So I'm saying all this because it's a spiritual battle that's been happening, and it came to right now. It's here in the physical. And if you can't see that with this, I can break it down like this: a battle against oil, right? You know, just think about Matthew 25, I believe, where the 5 foolish, the 5 wise, they had oil, they had extra oil. The other 5 did not. They had oil, but they needed to refill it, and they had to go to the market, and then they missed, you know, our Messiah. They missed the bridegroom. So it's little things like that where it's happening right now in the physical about oil. And now they're starting to talk. Listen, they're starting to talk about energy crisis, right? We know that energy cannot be destroyed. It only can be transferred in a way. So it's really getting down to like, okay, you hear what they're saying, but they might be saying something so much bigger and so much opportunity that's happening right now. And when I say opportunity, as you guys know, if you're listening to this, you probably already gonna know what I'm gonna say. Leave a comment below and let me know what I'm about to say. I'm gonna wait for about like 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Yes. I'm gonna say, take advantage of this opportunity in the markets. This market is really printing money for us, but you have to know how to move around. You have to know each of the levels to move around. Of course, you got to know how to move around logistically. You got to know how to move around with discernment, with wisdom. You get what I'm saying? You don't want to move around and be all loud and draw attention to you. Because even right now, I'm in the middle of this road and I feel weird. Like, dang, what if somebody see me doing this? But, you know, I'm still on the back road where my house is and stuff. So if you guys see this, you see it's a lot of trees around, a lot of beautiful houses. This is a wall that I know because they're doing construction right here. So I know this is a safe place where I can probably stop and, you know, take a break from me carrying the bags, from you know, or for me to do this video, right? So it's little things like that you got to understand. But as you see, I'm in the middle of kind of like trees and stuff. And I'll say this: if you saw where we said, just say if you woke up in our house, you would think that we are in the middle of nowhere, right? But there's a beach, 5-minute, 10-minute walk down to the beach. There's a grocery store, 5-minute, 10-minute walk down to the grocery store. There's restaurants, 5-minute, 10-minute walk everywhere. So little things like that. When we get back to, or when I get back to home, it's so quiet. But as you guys hear the cars and stuff, because I'm near like a busy street in a way. So it's getting down to just being comfortable in the quiet and listening. Of course, if you are comfortable with the noise and things like that, but you better be an expert of blocking the wrong noise out. So like I was saying about the markets, they are allowing people to take advantage of this opportunity. That's what's happening with this oil, with this gold, with what else can I say, with this energy, with these stocks, with this crypto and things like, I wouldn't say crypto just yet, but if you know, you will start to understand. That's why I say you have to understand the fundamentals. Fundamentals means like the news and the politics that's going around, economies everywhere around the world, and then the technicals. The technicals is when you look at the chart and you can say, okay, this is where I'm gonna buy it. When it comes down to a certain point, this is where I'm gonna buy it. If it goes up there, this is where I'm gonna sell it. So little things like that, you have to know how to move around. And this is what I do every single Sunday. Every single Sunday I do this, 8 p.m. EST. So as I'm uploading this video, it's evening time for me. It's about 4 or 5 o'clock my time, but it's going to be 8 p.m. EST. So yes, I wake up pretty early. I sacrifice my sleep to get up to make sure that the people that is interested in learning this skill set can do it. I wake up at 4 a.m. just to get there. Just to get there on the call with you guys to make sure that you have an understanding of what's going on, to take advantage of this oil, because oil is up. It was down, now it's back up. I'm pretty sure it's gonna go down, then it's gonna go back up. Same thing with gold. Gold was up 5,600. Now it's back down 4,400. Now it's gonna go back up. You get what I'm saying? So you got to take advantage of this, and you don't need a lot of money. I'm telling you, you really don't. Diversify your resources, diversify your finances. I'm telling you, you will be okay. Like, this is something that we have been doing ever since we've been here on the continent, and it's been working out. It's been keeping us afloat. It's been keeping us saving more. It's been keeping us mentally prepared for what is to come, and financially prepared. Like I say, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just your brother that's really trying to give you some information and some wisdom here to let you know, hey, it's possible. It is possible. And it's not hard. It's really not hard. Of course, if you try to do it by yourself and you don't know what you're doing, yeah, it's going to seem difficult. You're going to give up. Because I gave up when I first started back in 2020. I'm like, yeah, nah, I'm focused on something else. But once I really start to focus in and dial in on these finances, the market and things like that, it's starting to pay off. So, of course, it's going to take time, but this is why I'm here for you, because I'm your brother. I am your neighbor, and I love you, and I hope you love me too. So these are the things that you need to take advantage of before it's too late. Things are shifting. Things are moving super fast, and you have to make sure that you're doing the right things. You are moving the right way before it's too late. So don't wait. Just get on it. So check the links in the description, family. It's not time to be playing around. It's really time to have your resources work for itself, have your finances work for itself, and make more money. Allow your money to make money. That's simple. And because I'm getting ate by mosquitoes, this is why I keep moving and scratching my legs and stuff. So all praises, guys. I hope you guys enjoy this information. Check the links in the description, and I'll talk to you next one, guys. Shalom.